All right, we are now live, and welcome back to Reboot Robot Podcast number 9, if I'm correct, right?
It is number 9. You are correct indeed. And season number nothing. Season number reborn.
Excellent, because I mean, after 8, it should be 9, so numerically we are correct, right? Double
Yep.
check.
If
Double
my if
checking.
my if my elementary school is right, yep.
Okay, cool. My math sucks, so I got to double check on that. Cool, man. All right, as always, we're going to introduce ourselves. My name is Carlos Charlie Mongia, and here I have my partner in life, the Nostradamus of Gaming, Shinke Day. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Well, yeah, I already told you about my problems today, but I'm doing fine.
Excellent. Okay. Besides the rainstorms and all that stuff, everything is cool, right?
Yeah, everything's cool.
All right. Awesome, dude. Awesome. What do we have for the people out there today?
Well, we have a lot of things actually. What do you want to start with? Should we start
Actually,
with?
what? Let's start something light, like an entree, like an hors d'oeuvre. How about that?
All right, all right.
All right.
So,
I think a lot of people, I think they know this already. I'm pretty sure about a small mobile game called Pokemon Go.
I don't know about that game. Tell me about it.
You know nothing about that game?
I don't know nothing about it. What are you talking about? That sounds so strange and crazy to me.
Yeah, the thing is, now it seems like they are banning certain players on that game. Have you heard about that?
Ah, yeah, I heard that. But it's actually well deserved, though.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, cheating is probably the worst thing you can do in
Yeah,
gaming.
yeah, true. Actually, they're actually banning players who are using how do you say it? That
Uh,
mode where you could actually see where the Pokemon are at.
third-party tools and stuff like that.
Yeah, third-party tools, exactly. And actually, to be honest, I know someone very close who used that third-party tool. I'm not going to say any names because I
Oh,
don't want them to
snap.
be banned banned the next day. But this tool actually helped a lot. I mean, I played with this person the entire time, and we caught actually a lot of Pokemans using this program, so it helped a lot. I mean, I don't, I don't really blame people by using it, but I mean, I like the fact that they are banning players, but they're making it easier to find them now. That update that they did for tracking down
Hmm.
Pokemon instead of using that three-step rule, now they're changing their tactics up a bit, making it user-friendly. So that kind of doesn't even it out, but it does make it easier to hunt these Pokemans.
But something just to keep in mind though is that one of the reasons they they modify, as far as I know, is because the Pocket Tracker was not working properly, and actually fixing it was one more complicated.
Right?
So it seems that the easiest way to go about it was just removing the feature, plus the fact that we were hearing a lot of stories of people having accidents and stuff for not paying attention to the road.
Oh,
So
yeah, that's true.
yeah, so I think that's the main reason why they removed the tracker as it was before.
Hmm.
To be honest, I'm more concerned about them patching actual gameplay, dude.
Oh,
If they patch up like some like battles like how you do in the real Pokemon game,
right.
I'll probably be more interested on playing it.
Well, actually,
I
now they're gonna input like how do you catch the legendaries, which is actually pretty cool. You got to go to your certain gym that's been taken over, talk to your gym leader, get a feather, do all this like quest like stuff. So it sounds kind of cool. It sounds more engaging actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, and it does sound cool. I mean, what I want is I want some good old school Pokemon battles.
oh really?
I mean,
Like
it shouldn't be that complicated.
yeah, no, it shouldn't. I mean, they're gonna patch a lot of stuff. Hopefully, it gets to that level. But I mean, right now they're just throwing the ban hammer down on that. Dude, people who are cheating are gonna get blocked for good. So be careful out there, gamers.
Okay,
Yeah.
speaking on that, actually speaking on banning cheaters, Capcom just released an update for Street Fighter 4,
Yeah.
where besides some some updates and some changes to the netcode and stuff, the main feature
Right.
on this update is they are implementing a new like a penalty system for race quitters, and it's actually something that I consider that is good. That I thought it was is good if they did it that way, but it's
right?
very severe. What
Really?
they're doing,
Do they
what
take
they're
your
doing.
firstborn or what? Like, what do you mean
Uh,
by severe?
oh, they take away a lot of
That's
points.
awesome.
That's one thing.
What's that?
No, they take away a lot of points. That's one thing.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the other thing is they banned you from matchmaking for 24 hours, and if
Oh,
you
really?
continue, you get banned like altogether.
So they're really getting well. It seems like all other ways of gaming, they're really taking going down on people who take advantage or rage quit or even cheat, right?
Yes, but the thing is, well, and Street Fighter particularly, it, rage quitting is like is literally like cheating, because if you lose a match, you don't lose your points.
Yeah,
So that way you can just grind little by little until you get to the high rank, which
right,
doesn't
right.
make any sense. Which doesn't actually make any sense because the purpose of ranking up is just to be good at the game or prove that you're good. But if you're losing and the only way you're ranking up is because you've been cheating the system, then you're not proving anything. So it
Yeah,
doesn't have
exactly.
any yeah, it doesn't have any purpose. But anyways, there's a lot of people who do it, and they're all getting the bang hammer.
The ban hammer, dude. We have to swing that ban hammer. Bring some order and justice to gaming.
Exactly. No, that's one of the reasons why I don't like online multiplayer games, because there's a lot of people who make the game less enjoyable for
Oh
other
yeah,
people.
they take advantage for sure, definitely. I mean, that's just the way it is, man. It seems like anywhere you do, if you give a person a little bit of slack or anybody else, they try to take the whole length of it. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
there needs to be rules. So, there's to be needs to be, how do you say it? Consequences.
Yeah.
Repercussions.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Exactly.
All right, now that's
Um,
for Pokemon Go. Now, what else you got? How about some, dude? Let's talk about what you actually predicted from our last podcast,
what?
from
What did I
the
predict?
Final
Remind me.
Final Fantasy delay.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It wasn't much of a prediction because I read about it.
Right, right,
So
right.
yeah. Yeah, it is. The delay seems to be official. It was made official Monday. Actually, that I predicted. Monday was made official. So Final Fantasy 15 has been delayed for 2 more months, and it will come out now until November the 29th. And I am pretty fucking upset.
Oh man, but the thing is, I mean, it just depends on how you read on it. They said they're going to polish the game. I mean, it's only going to be for a few more months. Thank God it wasn't for next year. Otherwise, I don't know what I would plan for that whole month because I do have a plan for this game. The thing is, I'm actually going to give my wife this PS4 and get another one for this game, especially for this game. You know what I'm saying?
What? But you already
Yeah.
have two PS4s, dude.
The other one actually I gave to my stepfather.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yeah, I gave him that because he wanted to get into console gaming and to get up from a PC because he couldn't upgrade his PC. But that's another
Uh huh.
story. But we gave him that, and my wife is a big Final Fantasy fan, so I'm planning to get her an extra console with this game. I mean, it's just only for this game, so we
Uh
do
huh.
have a lot of plans for it. But I mean, if they're taking time to polish the game to get all the bugs out so that it won't suck and all that, I mean, I guess it's cool with me. But I know some other fans are not happy with it, like you, right?
No, I'm not happy. I'm pretty upset.
Why,
I'm pretty
dude? Why?
upset. And actually, okay, here it comes. I'm gonna give you two predictions.
Okay.
First, okay, they said that this is just a little bit of context. They said the reason why they are delaying the game is because they want to introduce they want to release the game without a day one patch because supposedly they understand that some people don't have internet connection, thus they want everyone to have the same experience on release. So that's the reason why they say they're gonna take 2 more months so they can patch everything they need to patch so it doesn't come with a day one patch. We know that's gonna be bullshit. So as soon as I pop my disc and I get that patch download, I'm gonna be double pissed. I'm gonna be very very fucking upset because I hate day one patches. That's probably like one of the
Dude, those
things
are
that I
like depending on the game, it's like what 6, 7 gigs, and you can't really go forward the game, especially if you have like
Exact,
a low internet connection. Man, it's like you gotta wait another, I don't know, for God how long.
exactly. It's like you've been waiting so long for a game, and when you want to play, you cannot play it because the fucking game needs to patch or something.
Exactly.
And that's been like the must of this generation. But well, I talked about that in the past. So first prediction, they said it will not come with a day one patch, but it will come with a day one patch, regardless.
Okay, so that's your prediction. So they are right. Okay, I
Yeah,
mean,
but most
I
importantly,
I could see that coming.
okay, but most importantly, and mark my words because that's actually relevant to you, especially if you're gonna get a new PlayStation just to play this game.
Right.
The most likely the actual reason why they delayed it is because it will come with it will be the first game with Neo mode enabled.
Ah, is that what you think?
Yeah, that's what I think,
That's a
and
pretty
that's
good
gonna
idea. Because
and that's gonna
this game is coming out right in the launch of that new PS 4.5.
exactly that, and that's gonna be announced on as we already know, it's gonna be announced in September next month.
Exactly.
Actually, in a couple weeks now.
Yeah. Yeah. Like a
So
couple weeks now, man. I can't wait.
yeah, so we know that's gonna be announced in a couple weeks. We know they need to have software to actually justify the the upgrade.
Right.
So most likely, like I'm like an 80% certain that that's why they held it back because they are preparing the Neo mode, and
Well,
that's
I
gonna
mean,
be it's
that's
gonna be
good
the
for
first
making
game with Neo mode.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Then I can't argue with that.
So if you're planning to get a new PlayStation just to play this game, most likely you will be looking for getting a Neo.
All right, let's do it. I'm looking forward to it, man. Actually, I wanted to hear that come out of your mouth because that just makes me feel better that that's actually going to happen. So nice.
The only way that I could get a Neo on release or close to release, like as close as on this December probably, is if the game does some offer me some advantage over the regular PlayStation 4 without having a 4K TV. Because as I mentioned in the past, I really don't care about 4K. I really don't care about the upgrade. I don't really wanna spend the money for a 4K TV.
Right.
So right now is not what I'm
Gotta look at
looking
the price
for.
too. I mean, they're getting cheaper actually by the month. It seems like.
Yeah, they're getting cheaper there, but not here.
Yeah. You know what? I take that back then because I don't shop prices over there, so I don't even know what prices are there over there anymore, man. It's been a while. It's been a
Yeah,
while.
it's pretty expensive. So yeah, let's not get into that. I
Yeah.
actually I actually went to a store this week, and I
Right.
was watching the 4K TVs. And honestly, like I didn't see like what's the whole deal about it. And I do know about resolution, so don't come up telling me like you don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
You know
And
nothing about resolution. That's what it is.
exactly. No, it's not like I want to keep it on the always whatever. Like no, like really it doesn't. Yeah, I'm not. I don't get like flabbergasted by seeing a 4K TV. It's like okay, it looks. Yeah, the resolution is better, looks sharper, but honestly, I don't. Whatever. Um. So So yeah. So I don't. Unless it offers me if it offers me something that an advantage that I can get without having a 4K TV. Like for example,
Probably smoother gameplay, probably 60 frames per second for
ex-
everything.
exactly like 60 frames per second or guarantee 60 frames or no frame drops.
There you go. Something like that'd be worth it,
Um,
right? It's like a straight up console upgrade.
exactly, or like all games on 1080p, 30 frames, whatever. But like all games guaranteed 1080p, whatever.
Yeah, there you
Now
go.
that I would get it, but like that, like he, but if only offers things for owners of 4K TVs, I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get it soon until I get a 4K TV, which will be like a couple years from now. But you already have a 4K TV, so
Yeah. So
and you're already looking forward getting a new PlayStation.
oh
So
man, definitely, dude. I mean, the thing is, utilizing the 4K, to its potential, I think I will see a definite change in the graphics. I mean, it should be smoother. The graphics
hmm
already look good as it is, but it's just I have a 4K TV. I might as well use it to its fullest potential, right?
exactly,
I
exactly.
mean, why not, dude? Why not? So I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And plus,
So
I think the whole only the human eye can only take so many colors and resolutions, right? I mean,
not
really.
really, not really, because the human eye does you don't measure the resolution of how much you can see,
No.
especially the human eye. Like for example, I'm almost blind, so
Oh man.
I don't see the same, and I don't perceive things the same way as you do.
Right.
Um,
Right.
but for example, somebody I was reading this article on Forbes actually
Yeah.
about how 4K right now is like the new snake oil
Oh
because
really?
companies are selling under the premise that it's like the next best thing, but the thing is like they actually talk about things like viewing distance and stuff like that,
Right.
and like how like normally people sits down like very far from their TVs,
Hmm.
so there is actually no point in more resolution because
Oh,
you
I
cannot
see.
make out the details anyways.
Yeah, because you're far away and it kind of, the image is much smaller. It just goes, yeah. I see what they're saying.
Exactly, exactly. So yeah, and that's something that I knew for ages. So it's not like new to me. That's what I'm saying. Like, 4K is not appealing to me because first I like playing on small TV and big TVs.
Right.
I like playing on smaller TVs because I like to play closer to my games.
Yeah.
And secondly, like, it's not going to offer much of an improvement. What I'm actually more interested about is HDR, and I think I mentioned that, so I'm not gonna go on that again because we talked about that last week.
Right.
But I'm actually more interested on HDR than 4K.
Okay. Well, yeah,
All
let's
right.
wait till that happens. I mean, hopefully, let's see what the future beholds.
Ec- yeah. So going back to the actual point of the story, yeah, Final Fantasy 14, 15 has been delayed. What is not been delayed actually already came out, and I haven't watched it yet. Is the Kingsley movie,
Yeah,
the
man, that
the
looks good.
companion
I'd like
movie.
some backstory on that for sure.
And it's actually been getting a lot of really good reviews.
Really?
In one of the reviews that I read, they actually said if they release this movie uh, 16 years ago when the Spirit Within movie came out, uh, it would have changed. It would have been a complete different story.
Oh man, Spirits Within. It's like actually Spirits Within was a good sci-fi fantasy, but it had nothing to do with Final Fantasy. If it was some sort of movie on its own, made
hmm
by Square Enix, but does not have the title Final Fantasy in it, I think it would have done fine. But when you hear Final Fantasy in something, and back then Seven was still out, and Seven was big. Well, Seven is still
hmm
big now, but people were thinking swords, shooting stuff, summoning,
Uh huh.
summons and all that stuff, and there was none of that. It was like a totally different story, a totally different universe, everything. So that really
No,
disappointed a lot of fans.
nothing to do with anything.
Nothing to do, man. It was like a whole different damn story, dude. They should have been under a different line, different title, different studio. That would have been a whole different thing.
Exactly. They could have called it just Spirit Within,
Yeah, and that's it. Just don't put Final
and that's
Fantasy
it.
because that tore them apart, from what I heard, man.
Yeah, no, actually it was so bad that that's the reason why they had to merge with Enix to
Damn.
continue in business. Because they actually the what's his face Square Enix Square Enix I mean Square Pictures, which was just made.
Right?
It actually went down. It was actually it actually went bankrupt with the movie they started.
Damn.
So yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. And honest and to be honest, it's actually I do think it's actually a bad movie. I don't even think it's a good movie. I
There's a
watched
lot of
it not too
drama.
long ago.
I mean, it's not that bad. It's just a lot of drama and sci-fi.
Well, there's a
No,
lot of
actually,
things. There's a lot of things in that movie that don't make sense.
Yeah, I know, dude.
Because, for example, on Advent Children, I remember the first time that I watched that movie. I watched it with my uncle. He doesn't know anything about video games, or at least back in the day, he didn't know anything about video games.
Advent Children,
Um,
man, I love that one.
and he got the movie. The only thing he was kind of like puzzled about was about the action because he couldn't make out the action because he's not trained. His eyes were not trained for video game type of action.
Right?
But he actually enjoyed the movie. And he actually understood everything that happened, even though
Really?
it was a sequel. Even though it was a sequel to a game with a lot of backstory and stuff. So actually, I'm puzzled that they didn't come up with Advent Children first before that
Oh
the Spirit
man,
Within movie.
I loved Advent Children. I've seen Advent Children like over 20 times, dude. I love that movie.
Yeah, me too.
It's like a
Me,
sequel to Final Fantasy VII.
it is a sequel to Final Fantasy
Yeah.
7.
And like
It
if
literally
if
is.
you're waiting for something or anything else, this is like the closure of the whole thing because there's nothing after it.
Exactly, exactly. And yeah, so well, that I haven't had the chance to watch Kingsglaive because it wasn't released here on theaters. So I'm waiting for the digital release. Once it's out, I'm gonna watch it.
Oh, for
And
sure.
yes, I read a few good reviews. I watch. You can watch the first 12 minutes that are already available on different YouTube channels, big YouTube channels like IGN and others.
Right.
And it does look pretty dope.
Oh man, it looks sick. I've seen some footage and it's my type of movie.
Yeah, yes, it is cool. So I also I'm kind of like holding on watching it because I really don't want to get more hyped for Final Fantasy 15, knowing that I gotta wait 2 months
It's like putting salt in the
more.
wound since it's delayed. You don't
Yeah,
want to see the
exactly,
movie. Actually, it shouldn't be that
exactly.
around. If you're not getting the game, you might as well see that movie, like a little more backstory. So once you know get to the game, you know a little bit more about it. So that's the way I
Well,
look at it.
well, what I'm gonna do is I got the deluxe edition. It
Yeah.
does have the movie, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna since that the stupid game is gonna come out with a day one patch. I'm gonna watch the movie while the patch is downloaded.
That's how long the patch is going to be. It's
Exactly. So
not going to be like a, a terabyte patch, man. I mean, it
it's
shouldn't
it's
be
gonna
that long.
it's gonna be a 45 gigs patch like Tony Hawk.
Oh, jeez. Forget that then, man. All right. So what's oh yeah what's actually let's talk about something else that's on people's mind instead of the Final Fantasy delay.
All right.
Um, well, at least for Final Fantasy, I see that it looks like it's going to be a bright future. I mean, Final Fantasy 15 looks great. It doesn't look like it's going downhill from there. But let's talk about a franchise that one of our beloved franchises that looks like it's taking a turn for the worst. And I think you know which one's that one, right?
Yeah. Well, I let you start because I'm gonna cry and I don't wanna cry.
You know what I try?
Okay, let's put it this way. When they released that blasphemy of a trailer, you're gonna play it.
Which I'm putting right now.
Okay, yeah, start.
Yeah.
You can show the footage.
All right. This is the new Metal Gear game that's coming out, and this supposedly is a follow. Well, I can't say follow up. I gotta say it's a spin off to Final Fantasy, Metal Gear Solid 5. And,
There-
and,
there's a lot of information that already came out,
and the
so I
thing is, I
can.
mean, did you hear what the premise of the story is?
Oh yes, stupid. The premise of
Supposedly,
the story is stupid.
yeah, it's when Mother Base, the first Mother Base that was destroyed, supposedly the survivors got sucked into a wormhole into another dimension, a parallel dimension, right?
Uh huh.
And this parallel
Into an alternate dimension
dimension, yeah.
where they have to fight biological threats.
These look like crystal head zombies, dude.
They are crystal head zombies. They are meth zombies.
There are meth head zombies, literally, dude. Meth head zombies. And I don't know where this is going. Suppose it's a co-op action-packed game. I'm thinking like it's like a Left 4 Dead game, dude. Which, I don't know how the hell this is gonna. I don't know how this is gonna survive in the Metal Gear world, or
That's
if even.
actually that's actually the market they are going for the Left 4 Dead type of game. But the thing is, those type of games they have not been successful in a while. I mean, the latest one that came out that comes to mind is Killing Floor, and that game is not that popular. So I don't know where they got this idea. This was the best way to go about making a new Metal Gear. But again, there's already some information that came out about the game itself. So it does seem to be a companion to Metal Gear 5, so it's not like a sequel or like where the game will go next. It's type let's say that it's like what Blood Dragon is for Far Cry 3,
There you go.
right?
Okay, there
It
you
is
go. I mean, same universe, but not really because it's in a unparalleled dimension.
yeah, yeah, so it is not canon. The story doesn't seem to be canon. Um, so it seems that it's gonna be a four-player co-op game. It's not gonna be $60. It's gonna be $30. Um, what else? The people working on the game is most of the people who work on Phantom Pain, without the important people, of course, like Kojima and the rest. So
And some other big hitters. And I mean,
exactly. So whatever.
yeah, it's like whatever, dude. It's going to be a totally different game, but I mean, I'm definitely going to keep an eye on it just to see how far they're going to get without Kojima. You know?
Well, you let me know about it because I honestly am not interested. To me, it looks like a piece of shit. So, because
It's
because
disappointing, dude. It really is. It's it has nothing about the stealth action that I loved about every other, Metal Gear. I did like Revengeance, even though that wasn't stealth. That was another,
hmm
spin-off. That was fine. I mean, it was action over the top action. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
But it
well,
was good.
I do have a review on Revengeance on the outside, so you can go watch it if you want to know
Oh
what
yeah,
I think about that
yeah,
game.
yeah, definitely, definitely.
Okay, just so you know, I don't hate it, but I don't like it either. I think it's overrated, but it's an alright game.
Yeah, and I know you
Um,
hate the last boss too.
oh yeah, I hate the last boss, the gameplay, not the actual design or the concept of the last boss. I think that
Yeah,
the concept of the last boss is really cool.
even
Just
the
the
quick time,
gameplay
right?
is, yeah,
Cheap quick time, dude. I remember that. No spoilers.
exactly,
Spoilers. Spoilers.
exactly, yeah. But anyways, um, there are things that are going in favor of Survive. For example, the fact that it's being made with Fox Engine, that means that the game is gonna look good, regardless, because it's reutilizing assets from Metal Gear 5. So it's gonna look good, and it's using the same gameplay mechanics. So we can assume that it's gonna play good also, but still, like stupid zombie games, like really a stupid zombie game.
Yeah, I know. Another zombie game, especially now in the Metal Gear universe. So I wonder if this is gonna be like zombies from how do you
From
say it?
out
That genre that started it all, the Call of Duty. Remember Call of Duty Zombies?
Call
When
of Duty Zombies.
it was Call of Duty World War, correct? World at War.
It was World War.
I think this is it's Zombies World at War, right? Is that what they're trying to do?
Yes, it does seem that they're going after that market, the Call of Duty Zombies market and the Left 4 Dead market.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that's and plus it's $30, like if it was an oversized DLC of some sort.
Exactly. I would have rather they came up with episode 3. I think if because let's put this in context. Just a few weeks back, Konami came out with a statement, an official statement, saying that they want to win the consumers back and the trust of their fan base back.
Right.
So this is not the way you do it. This is not the way you do it. This is probably the complete opposite of winning the trust of the people back. If they came up with us, if they said actually if they said, you know what, we're gonna use Kojima's unused work and we're going to release episode 3 of Phantom Pain as DLC, even if it's $30 DLC, whatever, but they complete the game and they finish the story that they could not because they Kojima of Konami.
Right?
That would have been good to win the people's trust back. Possibly not mine, but a lot of people would be like, okay, at least they're trying. See, like, but this is not. This is the complete opposite. The people who are like fans of Metal Gear are pissed. There are some big YouTubers who are big into Metal Gear who have shown their disdain. I personally hate it. I think it's stupid, and the reaction of most of the fans, friends of mine and people that I know, has just been negative, like overwhelmingly negative. So this is just definitely not the way to win the trust of people back,
By throwing zombies in the mist.
by doing a shitty Left 4 Dead clone.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know if it's a desperate move or I don't know, man. I mean, I think they're just looking at the other franchises and trying to ride off of them too, just like the Call of Duty zombies. I guess. I don't know.
Well, at least I am not as pissed as they making as the pachinko machines.
Yeah.
So at least it's not a pachinko
Oh yeah,
machine.
the pachinko machine. Actually, I heard people saying that just they should have just left it with the pachinko machines because it just got worse with surviving, dude.
Yeah, yeah. Some people say, well, at least they're making a video game. That's one thing. That's one
Yeah.
thing. At least it's a video game. It's not like a stupid pachinko machine or whatever. But yeah, I don't think it's the best move. I think it's a very stupid move. And well, there's at least a new pass coming out, so probably that's gonna keep making the money when it comes to video games.
Pez, dude. Yeah, that's. Well, I mean, that uses the Fox engine, right? By the way,
Yeah,
Pez Pro Evolution Soccer. If nobody knows what Pez is.
yeah, they've been using Fox Engine since, I think, even before Metal Gear came out, Ground Zeroes.
Oh,
So
really?
that game
Okay.
that actually they debuted the Fox Engine with a soccer game.
With the soccer out of all things, a soccer game. Oh well. I mean, at least it wasn't like a Tetris game or some puzzle game.
Hey, dude, don't
That was
mess with Tetris.
fun. Don't mess with one of the classics. Hey man, I was a Tetris boy, dude. I was raised with that.
All right, so Konami, they're just clueless of what people want. They're pretty stupid. I don't know who runs the company, but they're pretty stupid.
So now that's one of the games that was on our list. Now let's talk about some brighter things. Let's talk about a game that's almost coming out in the next few days. A game that we all know, cherish, and love ever since the PC era, and
Hmm.
that is Deus Ex: Mankind Divided. I
Mankind
mean,
divided.
I think we talked about this in the last podcast. I mean, Human Revolution was an awesome game, dude. I could not take my hands off of it.
Yes.
Actually, I borrowed the game from you, so
Yes.
yeah. I did not play the remastered version though, which you talked about the updates on the last podcast as well about the boss fights and all that cool stuff, and it was more balanced
Uh
on
huh.
the combat. But this one, it seems like they really refined that. I mean, the embargo was off, the reviews are out, and people are talking about the many ways you could actually treat each mission and the whole game, which is pretty cool. I mean, I heard a few negative things, but critics. I mean, of course, I'll wait till I play it and I'll give my my opinion, our review, and let's see how that goes. But all in all, the game does look great. What do you
Yes.
think?
When it comes to reviews, I've been avoiding yeah, unbelievably so. I've been avoiding spoilers, but one of the games that I don't like to be spoiled on is precisely Deus Ex. Is one of my favorite games ever, ever, ever. It's probably like on my top five favorite games, the Deus Ex franchise.
Oh man, ever since
Uh,
the PC, right? I mean, we talked about the PC.
exactly. Actually, I did have a. The only time that I was a PC Master racist was when I was playing Deus Ex. I only played Deus Ex and Undying like forever. That's the only games that I played. That and StarCraft,
Ooh,
but I was never good at it.
that's a good one,
But yeah, like Deus Ex, the first Deus Ex for me is like one of the definitive games of
right?
all times. It's like one of the I personally I think, and I'm probably gonna get flack for this, but whatever. I think it's better and more important than Half-Life 2.
Half-Life 2. Oh man,
I
good
mean
thing.
Half-Life
Good thing you
altogether,
put
not only
that
Half-Life 2, but
explosion,
Half-Life the
bro.
franchise. Now I'm not,
No explosion.
and it's not that I'm saying, it's not that I want to be controversial. Probably yes. I mean, I want people to engage in comments on the comment section.
Or in combat.
But but yeah, to me, Deus Ex is one of the most important franchises ever. If when it comes to first-person shooters or just to like that type of game, like RPG, action, sci-fi games, is probably one. It's probably like the most influential and the most important game that has come out. So yeah, it's that it's again it's like probably my top three, my top five games, best games ever. And I'm pretty freaking excited. Actually, today I was looking. I didn't have the neither the time nor the willingness to actually go hunt, but I was looking for a place like a store who broke the street date to go get the game. Although I couldn't find any.
Really,
But
of Deus Ex? You really
oh
planning on
yeah,
it?
yeah. I was planning to get it early. I was actually asking around on Facebook and stuff if somebody knew, but nobody knew. I was going to San Juan. Remember that place?
Of course. Yeah, right
Uh,
by there. Yeah, they're well known for breaking street
I,
dates.
I yeah, I was going there, but I had to work and I started getting back pain. So I'm like, okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna play Human Revolution. So I'm gonna be playing Human Revolution tomorrow, and I'm gonna be streaming.
Awesome, man.
FYI.
I'll check that out myself, dude. But yeah, that's the definite classic. And I love cyberpunk games, man. I mean, there ain't that many. I mean, I remember back in the day with what's it called? I'm talking about, Syndicate from PC from the '90s, Syndicate, Shadowrun, and of course
Exactly.
this one was one of them. I mean, and also I'm waiting for the next level of Cyberpunk, which is one that we've been waiting for years, made by Red Project.
Mm-hmm.
What was it called?
Cyberpunk actually.
Was it Cyberpunk?
Yeah, Cyberpunk 2077.
That's what it was, 2077. I want to remember the year because I was like, what, Cyberpunk, and then the year 2077. So yeah, that one. That one looks like it's gonna raise, probably raise, not raise the bar, but it'll be different. It'll be exciting. It'll be awesome, and that'll be for another podcast. But back to my regular thing. I mean, I'm a fan of Cyberpunk. I love it, especially the
Mm-hmm.
fantasy ones like this one.
Blade Runner and
Blade
all
Runner,
this type
man.
of
Oh yeah,
stuff.
those actually, that movie is the one that gave birth to that. Like even from Shadow.
Exactly.
So yeah, definitely, definitely. And this is coming out on Tuesday, so I mean, I'm super super stoked and excited. I can't wait till this comes in.
Exactly. And funnily enough, this was a game that I was not hyped about until like a couple weeks ago. It was because I wasn't like I never doubted this was gonna be good. So and since it was delayed last year from February up to next week,
Right.
um, I kind of lost the hype for the game. But now that it's here, here, like just around the corner, like I'm pretty freaking stoked, and I cannot wait until Tuesday to get it.
Oh man, I know, dude. It's like, and plus I got the collector's edition that I'm gonna do a video on, and we're gonna do obviously some gameplay, right? We should actually stream something and be on here and talk about it.
That'll be pretty cool. Actually, we should do a live unboxing, dude. Now that we already figured this freaking thing out, you should do a live unboxing. That will be freaking cool.
Because it's now that we evolved on this on the podcast, the making of a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do a live unboxing. That'd be cool. I mean, I won't have the power of editing on my side, so everything's gonna be on the fly.
Yeah, well, that's the coolness of
Of live
unboxings. I mean,
unboxing.
of live video,
I'll do
of
it. I'll
live
do it.
video. All
Yeah,
right.
okay, that sounds good. I'm
Okay,
getting
so
this
look,
game. It's gonna be delivered to me, so I'm probably gonna have it like around probably 4 in the afternoon my time, maybe if I'm lucky around 11. But I'll be working. But we should do it like around probably 4 or 5, maybe.
all right.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not pre-order actually.
Okay.
Why? Because I don't know. I probably forgot just to pre-order. But if they have the special edition available, I'm gonna get it.
You should, man. I mean, because yeah, the special edition of the statue. I mean, it's Adam Jensen, the protagonist, dude. This is the guy who does the safety dance, for God's sakes, dude. You need
Oh,
some kind of act figure of him, right?
yeah, yeah. I actually have it on my desk, a little figure that you got me from Comic Con last
Oh,
year.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I have
It's
that too
still,
on my desk.
yeah, I have it on my desk. The guy who sits next to me, he looks exactly like Adam Jensen.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah,
You can make
and
me
he's
some
a
of my
gamer
phone.
too, cause he's a gamer too, so he's like totally aware of it. And
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, I'm cool like that, like.
He's like, dude, I look like Adam Jensen, dude. He's so badass. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, so I'm pretty hyped, and what I've read and what I the little things that I read on the on reviews because I haven't gone on deep because I don't want to spoil anything. It does seem that they actually fixed a lot of of the things that a lot of the gripes that I had with Human Revolution,
Right,
especially when it comes to flexibility of gameplay and freedom of choice. For example, like one thing, and this is one of the things that I don't like about Dishonored. Um, the violent way or the aggressive way of gameplay is the less rewarding. They actually penalize you for playing aggressive or playing
oh,
violent.
right. You get less points by not being stealthy or whatnot. Yeah, yeah.
You get
Penalty.
the or you get the bad ending on the case of Dishonor and stuff. And the
Yeah,
thing
that's
is,
that.
the stealth on games like Dishonor sucks. And Human Revolution is good. The stealth on that game is good. Um, and on the previous on the other Deus Ex game is really good. But it's
Right,
still
right.
like you get less points for or less experience for shooting and stuff. So it kind of forces you into playing a certain way. So it doesn't give you that freedom. But here it seems that it's actually the other way around. Like you can actually not the other way around, but it's open. Like it doesn't matter like the way you play. You always get experience. You can play whatever way you want. If you want to go guns blazing and gung ho, you can do that. If you want to play Call of Duty wise, you can play like that. If you want to play like Metal Gear, you can play like Metal Gear. And it rewards you. So that was my main gripe. And the thing is this, to me, Deus Ex, like the original Deus Ex, is like one of the most is the one of the most, if not the most perfect game ever. So I won't say that I had a gripe with that game. I don't, honestly. There is no flaw that I can find in that game. Probably the animations, but it was 1990, so 1999. So, but Human Revolution, even though I love that game, I love it like a lot. I played it like a lot of times. I did have that gripe, like the fact that you cannot play aggressive or guns blazing and be rewarded. That you get penalized for being aggressive. So I'm very happy that they actually took that feedback and they actually did something about it.
Yeah, I know. That's
But
a good idea, actually. That's a good point. Very good point.
although there is one feature that if they removed, that will totally change my score from a must buy to a probably a no buy.
What's that?
You should know what it is. The
Oh,
most
what? No
important
safety
feature,
dance?
the safety dance, exactly. If you are not able to do the safety dance, then you're gonna hear the end of it.
I want to take back this game. I'm going to break it, dude. Or actually, I'm going to call
I'm
their support and say, please make a safety dance DLC. If you don't know what
gonna.
that is, go to YouTube, put Deus Ex or Adam Jensen's safety dance, and with
Yeah,
that, you'll see how he dances to the lovely '80s tune "Safety Dance."
yeah. So it is pretty cool.
Yes, it's
Um,
definitely a piece of work.
we don't put it here because we don't want to get a copyright strike.
Yeah,
But
which
yeah, I'm pretty hyped, dude. I cannot wait until Tuesday. So
awesome, man.
tomorrow I'm gonna be streaming Human Revolution. It is not set in stone because as I was telling Charlie, I suffer from back pains and I'm getting kind of a back pain attack right now. So
Okay.
if I don't want if I cannot if I cannot I need to hook up the PlayStation 3. So if I cannot get off my bed, I might not stream. but I will stream
Okay.
something. In that case, I will stream something else. So
Yeah, that's fine, man. I mean, just relax, and if anything, stream up. If not, I'll see if I can put something up myself. But yeah, man, it's all good. Let's see what tomorrow brings then, you know?
I can marathon it actually and
There
see
you
how see how far I can get in probably 12 hours because that's how much I can play tomorrow.
go. Okay, that sounds good. We could do
All
that then.
right,
That sounds good.
all right, that sounds
Cool,
good.
man. So
That's the plan.
so what's next? I remember you talking about something about THQ. Are they coming back? I mean, THQ. Well, the history of THQ is that they got bankrupt, right? They got bought out.
Yeah, they went bankrupt because a lot of stupid business decisions, and because
Right.
THQ has been very mediocre, to be honest, like always.
Yeah.
Besides a couple games like Darksiders, which
Darksiders.
Darksiders and the Red Faction games, they've been
Yeah.
pretty mediocre, to be honest. And they made a few stupid investments, like for example the Uplay thingy
Yeah.
and
The yeah.
Red Faction Armageddon and Homefront and some other stupid ventures they did. They went bankrupt, and then their license they were also known for being the company of the licenses. They have a lot of licenses, WWE, Warframe. I mean, Warhammer, and
Warhammer. Right. Oh, that's
and
right. I
so
remember. You're right. Yeah, I remember that one.
yeah, and several other licenses that I didn't do nothing with. Um, so they went bankrupt. All their assets were sold to different companies. It was picked apart piece by piece. Some of the games still live and they're still prosperous, like the Saints Row series.
Yeah, that's true.
Um, Darksiders, there are rumors of a new Darksiders coming out soon.
Actually, the remake is out, right? The remake of the first one. The what's it called? The God of
The
War, right? Or
no,
the
it's
Horsemen of War. Sorry, the Horsemen of War.
yeah.
That's
They
the
actually
Dark
they actually they're actually going to put that out. The one that they have already out is the definitive edition for part two.
Right, right.
Um,
In part one, they were going to do like a whole HD edition, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
They're actually releasing that soon,
There we go.
and
Yeah.
um, and it's coming out to Wii U of all consoles, and yeah, it is coming to PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Wii U.
Okay. Well, hell, let's see how it plays on Wii U. I like to see that.
Yeah, now I have a Wii U to play it with. So
There you go.
okay,
You're gonna triple dip,
yeah.
double dip, triple
Um,
dip.
Homefront, I haven't played a new Homefront, but I heard it's pretty bad.
I heard it's bad, man. All the home fronts are not getting no love whatsoever. If I ever have the chance, I think I'll play it, see what's up. I mean, but yeah, dude, I heard it got no love, man.
I might
Cool
get it if
game.
it's on sale. I might get it if
Yeah,
it's
I
on
know.
sale, like for $30 probably.
Me too. Because I mean, I saw some gameplay. It did look interesting to me. I mean, I'm not gonna shut that game out because I mean, we've done that in the past where we shut games out due to critics or whatnot. One of the games that really blew me away, and the fact that it was such a underdog. I mean, this game was very underrated. It came out on PS3. Was Ops Special Unit? Was it Ops? The Ops
Which one?
Special Ops. Remember that one?
Spec Ops.
Spec Ops.
Yeah,
That one,
Spec
dude.
Ops
That one
Online. Yeah, but
really.
I preach about that game like crazy.
Yeah, dude, that game was like critics tore it apart, but then there's some people, some voices were like, "No, give it a try." I mean, it's so
Uh,
different from whatnot. It was all story based. I mean, the mechanics
hmm
were just like any other cover shooter, but once you get into the
But
story, it was very freaking like it mind screwed you, man. It really mind screwed you. It's crazy. I hope they
and
do a definitive edition of that.
I don't think so. The guy actually who wrote the script for that game is actually writing the script for one of the games that is coming out, one of the big games that is coming out. Don't remember which
Really?
one, but yeah, but he's doing the script for a big game. What was it? I can't remember, but yeah. So yeah, and that game actually is one of the games that the mediocre mechanics work work on its favor. It's part actually of the story and the experience.
Right.
But yeah, like a lot of people did not pay attention to the game because it was just another Call of Duty clone. But
Supposedly, man, but it wasn't, dude. It was a totally different thing. But I mean, it's a game that you do need to experience yourself. I mean, if you see it used and you haven't played a game or you have nothing on your backlog, I suggest you get it. So it's called
yeah,
Spec Ops: The Line.
actually, just because I borrowed the game, I think I got it back. But I was that's one of the games that I always wanted to platinum, but I got stuck on a level because it's fucking hard. When it
Yeah,
wants
the
to be
game.
hard, it does get hard.
Yeah, dude. Forget Dark Souls and all that.
Yeah, no,
It's
this fucking
hard,
game is
dude.
hard. And
Cool though.
yeah, but anyways, the thing is, they well, most of the or the biggest assets of THQ were picked up by this company called Nordic Games. They
Nordic Games.
say
Yeah.
it was and it was not even like a game developer company. It was just like a company. I just heard this story today. This is something I didn't know before, but these guys are like this like a game retailer, kind of like
Right.
GameStop from
Yeah.
Poland or some place like that, Poland or Sweden or something like that, and of course from Northern Europe. If not, they will be called Nordic Games. Anyways, um, these guys they were fans of THQ kind of, and they bought the guy who owned this retailer. He put together all his money. It was about like $4.9 million, and he bought like some of the biggest franchises from THQ,
Right.
including you draw, and they kind of kept the games alive. They actually the ones who own they were the ones who put up the remastered edition of Darksiders 2, and the ones who are making the Darksiders the first Darksiders game
Yeah.
remastered.
Uh-huh.
And they this week they announced they will rename the company, and it'll be called THQ Nordic. So THQ lives again,
Lives on. It's straight from the ashes, dude. The phoenix, like a phoenix.
like a phoenix of shit.
Oh, might as well stay as ashes then, man.
But honestly, I'm pretty optimistic because these guys. First of all, we've been seeing a bloom of Northern European developers or
Yeah.
Eu- uh, developers from those areas. Like for example, like just a big example, CD Projekt Red. They're from Poland, and
Oh yeah.
some other good developers. Some do not the guys who made Remember Me and and Life is Strange. They're also from
You love
they
that
are
game,
from
huh?
Sweden.
Great.
Yeah,
I haven't
I
played
love
that
that
yet.
game. I love it. I highly recommend it.
Supposedly, you know they're making like a movie or series of that. You know that, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if it will work on that format. But it does seem that you're getting another call.
Yeah. Oh, someone's trying to call me.
Oh man, it's probably important.
No, no, no. It's not. It's not. Actually, I know who it is.
Oh,
He's
he's
actually
a
he's watching our show right now.
okay.
He's like,
Hey,
oops, it was an accident. So,
hey,
or is
what
it?
up? In yeah,
And it's in
saludos.
Spanish.
Ah,
Fue de accidente, perdón.
s- saludos
Saludos,
al intruso.
Lalo, saludos, Lalo, gracias, eh. Get
Gracias
on the
por estar viendo el
podcast.
show.
That's one way to get on our podcast, dude. Come on, on live stream.
We should do live call-ins. One of these once we get enough viewers, we should do live call-ins, live
Okay, yeah, we
calls
should.
and live calls and stuff like that. And
Yeah, we should.
you should play phone pranks and stuff like that.
Like the Jerky Boys. You don't know the Jerky Boys, do you?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, the Jerky Boys. This is before Stars 66 came out. Before you could call back anybody. The
Uh
times
huh.
when you didn't have caller ID, you could prank call someone and get away with it. That was back when I was in high school. There was these two guys called the Jerky Boys, and they were like professional prank callers. They were voice actors, and they had some funny stuff. Now you can't do that. So I mean, you don't
You
find that type of humor anymore.
now people get pissed off everything, but
Oh, yeah, come on.
no, but yeah, you can. Well, you can still have your number and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
All right, so going back to the conversation that we're having.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm pretty actually pretty optimistic, because these guys, first of all, they are passionate. They are not like they actually these are people who actually love THQ. I mean, who the fuck is fan of THQ? Anyways, they seem to be very passionate about THQ and THQ games. They are coming from an area that is starting to blossom when it comes to game development,
Right,
and they actually they picked up the bigger franchises, the bigger IPs they had, and
right.
the most interesting ones. So I'm pretty optimistic they'll do a good job, and we'll be seeing some good games coming out of them.
Cool, man. I mean, I'll look forward to that. Hell, I mean, give them a chance. Let's see what they come out with.
Yeah, probably. Well, most likely we're gonna be seeing a Darksiders 3.
But I mean, yeah, the Darksiders. I mean, two had not what didn't compare to part one. Part one was actually very good. It was like a God of War with Zelda. It was actually
hmm
very good. I was impressed with part one. Part two, I played it. I didn't finish it, and it was just full of emptiness. It seemed like, and it's weird playing death. I mean, it's just I don't know, man. It's so restricted. I didn't.
The,
I mean, I should play it again. Those times when I just didn't have time to play it, but I didn't really get sucked into it.
it had I think it suffered of THQ itis,
Yeah, yeah.
because the same happened with
Oh,
Red Faction Guerrilla was one of the best games last generation, and Red Faction Armageddon sucked completely ass. And it was a game that had nothing to do with the first one.
yeah,
The
dude.
first one was all about destruction, destructible environments, and it was like a technical marvel. And Armageddon was inside a cave, and it had no
Yeah,
destruction whatsoever. It was just like
yeah.
generic shooter 101.
It was bad, but you're right. The first one was all about destructive environments, and we're talking about was it 64 or what did it come out on? Nintendo 64? The first
No,
Red
no,
Faction
no, no. It wasn't PlayStation 3, dude.
was it
You
on
can
PlayStation? Oh, PlayStation 3, huh?
Yeah, PlayStation 3. No, Red Faction, the original Red Faction came out on PS2.
PS2, that's the one because I remember it had like a hook which was destructible environments, like you could break down the wall and go somewhere else. It was still limited though. I mean,
Yeah,
it reminded me of like Total Recall for some reason, like you're on
but
Mars, remember stuff
but
like
but
that.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Actually, it's in Mars.
Yeah.
No, but Guerrilla is actually the destructibility of that game puts
Mhm.
Just Cause 3 to shame. This
Oh
just
yeah,
mind blowing,
it was
mind
at
blowing.
that time. I mean, but now it's like, yeah, now it tried to raise the bar each time, but each time it comes out, I don't see people like talking about it or doing anything with it. So I
hmm
don't know. After that, I never got into it, so I'm not sure.
And I think these guys also picked up the Red Faction franchise, so we might see another one. And of
Oh, cool.
course, most likely we can expect a sequel to the most awaited game, or a sequel to the awaited You Draw. So we'll probably see that too.
Yeah, I'll pre-order it.
Nice tablet and all that stuff.
Awesome, man. All right,
So
so what's next?
just one thing, just another PSA. There's another game release, important game release, at least for people who like fighting games.
Right?
Um, King of Fighters 14 is
Oh,
gonna be released this
King of
Tuesday,
Fighters.
along with Deus Ex, and I'm going to be picking it up too
Awesome, man.
because I had to.
I would really look forward if you did stream some King of Fighters because I know I'm not gonna get that. It's gonna be too much gaming for me because I'm still doing No Man's Sky. I'm gonna do No Man's Sky and Deus Ex. So I'll be just my gaming time is gonna be full. So I mean, King of Fighters, I'll definitely leave that to you. Stream some of that. I would like to see it.
Mm.
I I've never been a huge fan of it. I don't have their past games. I mean,
Hmm.
it's just such a learning curve. I never got around to it, but I know that over there it's extremely popular, right? We're talking about like Mexico. I mean, or even King of Fighters are it's more popular, in other countries. I've noticed.
Yeah,
Here it's
no,
popular here, but not as much as in other countries. I noticed.
yeah. Here's the most popular fighting game.
Mhm.
Although is for wealthies, is the wealthy fighting game. But anyways, we won't get into that argument.
No, that's a
Probably
whole
won't
other
make sense.
podcast, dude. But I mean, over there they even have
That's another.
arcade and all that,
Yeah,
so
that's another
that's a whole topic.
podcast. The
Cool, man.
the elite plays Street Fighter, and the wealthies play King of Fighters. But anyways, it's fun, and I do like it. Actually, I like King of Fighters, so I'm gonna be picking that up too.
Awesome, dude.
Um, all right, so let's move up to other news. What else do we have? Well, Gamescom just came and went, and actually nothing besides Metal Gear and the rebirth of THQ. I heard there was a very impressive demo of Star Citizen that was showed that put quote unquote No Man's Sky to shame, which again it only speaks volumes of the expectations of gamers.
It's like a GTA in space, dude. If that even
Hmm.
makes sense. I mean, you go on spaceships. You could hijack spaceships.
Hmm.
I don't know. It looks off the wall. It does look cool, but I mean, I wouldn't compare No Man's Sky to it because Star Citizen is more action based, way more action.
Exactly. I think well, just so we close that this whole discussion. I
Yeah,
think people was expecting No Man's Sky to be what Star Citizen is,
which
but
it
anyway,
isn't. I mean, I wasn't expecting that, dude. Not at all.
nah, nah, me neither. Anyways, it is a PC game, so unless I build a PC in the next couple years, I'm not gonna get it.
Yeah, I
Because
mean, my
again, I'm
PC.
not a PC gamer. I don't care about PC games, so
I
whatever.
mean, I like PC games. I mean, if my rig was all set up, I'll definitely be on it. But I don't have the time or the money to upgrade my rig at the moment. Eventually, I will, and I'll get some top notch games, put it on max settings or whatever. But right now, I'll stick to what I have now. But
Mm.
hopefully, eventually by next year, I'll get my rig all set up for that. So let's see what's up.
Yeah. Well, actually, there's happy. I said something. I said that I don't care about PC games, but I do care about PC game, Deus Ex. So
Deus Ex, there
yeah,
you go, Deus Ex.
I lied a little bit.
And also, I heard that the teaser trailer for Resident Evil 7 Biohazard was actually pretty good. I checked that out. Looks pretty sweet.
I saw it, and it still doesn't look nothing like Resident Evil.
Yeah, it
But
isn't.
but it looks really cool. It looks really cool. It looks very creepy.
It looks creepy, but more. I don't know, man. Because Resident Evil, it's all about a virus. This looks more like spirits and doesn't look like more
Like
like a curse.
supernatural, right?
Supernatural, yeah. It's looking a little more supernatural. So if they put like a virus infection mixed in with supernatural, that's a totally different thing, right? I mean,
Yeah,
that's a
well,
totally different beast.
yes, but the thing is, well, first of all, they've been keeping most of the details on the wraps for some reason.
Hmm.
I guess, well, because they don't want to spoil the experience, I guess.
Right,
But
right.
but what they said about or the details they released so far, they say that a direct sequel to Resident Evil 6. So it's not like a reboot. It's not like an alternate story. It's nothing. It's like a straight up sequel. So I'm assuming it will have to deal with parasites and viruses and all that crazy sci-fi shit they been we know Resident Evil for.
Yeah, I know. The Resident Evil that we've known to love and hate over time, right?
Exactly, exactly. So, but it does look pretty creepy though,
It does.
and
It looks good.
some other details haven't kept on the wraps. For example, the fact that if there is combat, the combat has been kept on the wraps. There is combat.
Don't think that's too
Actually,
much. I mean, I like it when you're kind of helpless.
hmm
Well,
actually, in one of the somebody was I was seeing a I was watching a breakdown of the trailer, And on one of the scenes, you can see the shotgun and shotgun ammo, like the exact same that you see on all the Resident Evil games.
Oh, the
So
classic shotgun, the pump shotgun.
exactly, and the ammo boxes are exactly the same.
Oh,
So we can
nice.
expect that.
Little
Um,
first-person shooting action. I like that.
that's the only thing that I'm iffy about. That is
That's
first
hilarious,
person.
man.
I would rather if it was third person because well, it's Resident Evil. But it's just a small gripe. Honestly, I don't.
I think first person is more immersive. Third person, you kind of see what's behind you. First person, you can't. You got to turn around. I mean, I don't know. That's just me.
It will be cool. For example, if the VR mode wasn't first person
Oh man, VR mode,
and
buddy.
and regular mode was just third person. Actually, that's
Okay,
what they're doing. That's what they're doing with Tomb Raider. The Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, the PlayStation 4 edition will have the a special mission or special content on the crafts manor,
right.
and that's gonna be on VR. And if you're playing VR, it's gonna be first person. But if you're playing regular, it'll be third person only.
Dude, that'd be so awesome. I look so forward to that, man.
Are you looking for being Lara Croft?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. She's kick ass.
All
She's
right,
tough.
all right.
Yeah, why not? I want to be Laura Croft.
I'm fine. I mean, she's hot.
She kicks ass, man. She's awesome. She's like a Nathan Drake.
No, yeah, that's fine. It's fine. It's
Nathan
just
Drake,
that
female Indiana Jones. She got it. She got it all.
yeah. Well, anyways, so yeah, that was also released. But I was actually expecting more news because there were even rumors of a new Rockstar game being announced. Of course, Red Dead
Right.
Redemption. Everybody always keeps saying that the new Red Dead. Who knows? But no, nothing came out. Nothing new. Just those two games.
All right. We'll keep it at that. I mean, if we hear anything else, of course, we'll just put it for next Saturday. So it's all good.
All right. What else do we have on the agenda?
Agenda? Nothing much. I mean, on the collectibles scene, I mean, if you guys are fans or of exclusives for Marvel Legends, I mean, go to your nearest Walgreens and pick up the latest Punisher from the Spider-Man wave. That one's pretty good. I actually got a video on that in our channel, our a little little open box video, which is pretty cool. So I mean, if you guys are into that stuff, go to your nearest Walgreens and check it out. I mean, everyone's looking for it. I mean, I've seen it everywhere. People are selling it on eBay if they find it. People are asking where everybody got it and stuff. So that's one thing right there.
That's pretty actually what I watched your review and yeah, because I watch all the videos that we put up pretty much. But I was watching it and it looks actually pretty kick-ass.
Yeah, actually, here, look, I got actually I put it back on here. I'm gonna check it out. It's right there. I do like the art style for it, so that's pretty cool. Get that at your nearest
They
Walgreens.
actually
So.
they're actually doing a pretty good job with that series.
They are, man. I mean, they're actually using. I heard that they're actually using a program that uses actual faces of people that look close to the actual hero, whatever they want to do. So they're doing a very good job. They're really stepping up their game. I mean, I've
So that
I've I reviewed the videos. Look at my channel. You can see, various. I reviewed waves of them, and they're looking awesome, man. I mean, they're looking better than the Black Series of Star Wars. I mean, they're looking pretty good, man.
that's precisely what competition does because
Yeah.
they since DC has started to make their own line of toys. They've been stepping up their game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I mean, I think that's pretty much for 6 inch figures. You get your money's worth for sure, man. I mean, they use the same body sculpts from other figures, but you barely even notice. I mean, if you're like a hardcore collector and like what I do, I review them. So when I review them, I remember the body parts from the other characters. They reuse them like any other line, but other than that, they look great, dude. You really get your money's worth if you're a collector and like 6 inch figures. So it's pretty good.
Eh, but the thing is, even when they reuse the mold and the parts of other figures,
Yeah.
um, it is not like, for example, like I remember back in the day, if you bought an Ultron and you bought an Iron Man, pretty much you bought the same guy just with a different
different
skin.
different head sculpt or skin. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, it's nothing
Exactly.
new, right?
But it's not, yeah, but it's nothing like that. Like this is just like probably like the hand or like the legs, whatever.
Right,
But
right.
like all the figures are pretty different one from the other. Plus the details on the figures themselves, they're freaking good.
They're sweet. So I mean, if you like them, keep a lookout for that one. And yeah, and definitely, I have the whole Juggernaut wave. I have it, dude. I have. They're actually in this. Watch. I have a whole Juggernaut wave in this box. In this box right here, I have like the whole wave of this one, the X-Men one,
Uh
and I'm planning to do a video on this one too. But I don't
oh
have enough
wait,
time.
now that you're talking about X-Men, okay, once you're done with that,
Yeah,
I
go
got a
ahead.
piece of news. I just got a piece of news.
What you got?
First, show us your X-Men. It is related to X-Men.
I'll show them.
It is funny, but at the same time, it's really sad, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna. If you haven't heard about this, once you hear, you're gonna be pissed.
Like what? So we got the
Show
Deadpool
us,
right here.
show us the Juggernaut wave.
Wolverine there with his old costume. So that's pretty cool. Why?
Oh,
What do you have?
I had that when I was a kid. I mean, not that because they didn't exist, but I had I
With the
had
old
that
costume?
Wolverine. I had that Wolverine
Yeah.
when they were made by Biz Toys. Remember?
Oh, of course, Biz Toys. Yeah, dude. Of course. Everyone who collects, they all know about Biz Toys, man. Definitely.
Yeah, I got the Beast Toys. I got Wolverine and Cyclops,
Nice.
and I didn't even know who the X Men were because that was
Oh,
before the
really?
X Men came to Mexico.
They just look cool, right? I mean, they do. They
Yeah.
look cool, anyways. Yeah, for a kid, when you're a kid, they just look cool, anyways. So yeah.
Well, one of the things that was mind blowing, like a cousin, one of my cousins from the who grew up in the U.S.
Yeah.
Came visit and he saw him and he told me all about the X Men. And then he's like, yeah, and actually, I don't know if I don't remember if he was carrying comics or not, but I think the thing is like he was like, yeah, they are friends with Spider-Man. I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? Because I know
Cool
Spider-Man
way to put it.
for
You
forever.
know, they're cool friends with Spider-Man. That's a cool way to
Yeah,
put it.
like yeah, the X Men are like friends with Spider-Man and stuff. Like, and I'll be like, the fuck
You
you're
couldn't
talking
put the
about,
two
dude?
together.
Why are you smoking? And then he showed me like, oh my goodness, that was mind blowing to me when I was like probably like 9 or 8.
That's funny, dude. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and that's how I got to introduced to the grander picture of the Marvel universe.
Yeah, that's where it started expanding because the universe gets much bigger, my friend. I mean, this is a whole thing, so that's pretty cool.
Exactly. I mean, I was pretty aware of like for example, well, one of the cartoons that I watched when I was a kid was Spider-Man and his friends, so I knew who Iceman was and I knew who Firestar was.
Uh-huh.
And some characters like that, like Doctor Doom, because I watched the Fantastic Four and stuff, but
Cool,
I didn't know
cool.
about the X Men. Okay, and with this, I'm gonna tie it to my next piece of news, which are like pretty sad. These are mixed feelings: sad, upsetting, also funny in a way. So I don't know if you heard about this, but it seems that Marvel is canceling all of the X-Men comics. They
What?
won't be publishing X-Men anymore.
Why?
Well, because the same reason they cancel Fantastic Four.
I,
Actually, it's pretty fucked up. Actually, it's pretty fucked up. Disclaimer: I grew up with Marvel. I just told a little story about Marvel that got me all fuzzy inside. I
uh,
love Marvel comics. That's the comics that I read. And actually, once I got aware, I grew aware of Marvel comics. I started collecting and buying and stuff. Um, I since they've been doing their whole PC bullshit, I kind of made a vow not to buy Marvel comics anymore until they
right,
get their shit together. They've been doing some pretty shitty things. All right, so last year was it? Yeah, last year when the Fantastic Four movie came out,
right.
Marvel
Oh,
they were kind of they haven't tried to get the rights back for all of their IPs. That's how they got Spider-Man and all that.
hmm
So Fox, of course, they're not gonna give the rights away because those are like gold mines for them.
Yeah, to them, even though they don't know how to use it. But yeah,
Exactly. So even though they've been doing shit with their properties, I mean, they make money. So so Marvel in a very dick and the dickish move ever, they said, you know what? I mean, the conversation didn't go like this, but pretty much they said like, you know what? You don't won't give us you won't give us the movie the movies back. We're gonna give you free advertisement. So they cancel Fantastic Four, and Reed Richards and Sue Richards are nowhere to be found. You only a Thing and Johnny Storm, they appear like occasionally
really.
on the on Marvel Comics.
Whoa.
But yeah, they canceled Fantastic Four pretty much for a political move because they just wanted to screw with Fox. So of course, Fox is not gonna give the rights away for X-Men. They've been doing this actually for a few years already. Because I don't remember if I don't know if you remember last year or actually like 4 3 4 years ago when they revealed the existence of Inhumans on the Agents of Shield
Right.
TV show.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember those trailers coming up. Yeah.
Exactly. They were having issues because they were gonna have they needed the twins. They needed a Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver for Age of
Oh.
Ultron.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so it didn't go like this. This is pretty much just like how I think it happened. All right, so they were like, okay, so we need these guys to be on the movie because they're pretty important to the story, whatever. And then Fox was like, no, because I have the rights to publish on mutants, so I'm not gonna give you away my two characters. So like, okay, okay, so you can publish anything related to mutants. Okay, cool. So what they did is they turned Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver into Inhumans. So Inhumans,
Ah.
they've been little by little they've been taking the place of the mutants on the Marvel universe. Little by little, it's been going on for like years already.
That makes
Um,
perfect sense, dude. That makes that's like you said, that's like a political move, dude. That's
it is
crazy.
a dickish move.
Yeah.
It is a dickish move. That's what it is. And I mean, yeah. So that happened, and this week on how things have been going on the Marvel universe. It seems like that's again I've been boycotting the Marvel comics, so I'm not reading them. So I don't know the exact story how's going how's happening. But what I read is that supposedly and possible spoilers. Viewers, if any of you is reading, please clarify in the comments. But it seems that uh, the humans they've been killing mutants with the Terrigen mist. They released it on Earth, and that's causing all mutants to either die or become sterile, so they cannot procreate anymore. So pretty much they already doomed the whole mutant kind.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And then they Chris Claremont, whoever reads comics, you know who Chris Claremont is.
Mhm.
Um, he revealed that Marvel or the high executives at Marvel said or forbid them to create new X-Men for at least 1 year, for at least the past year. They've been
Damn.
forbidden, like expressly forbidden to create new X-Men. And the reason behind it is because if they create a new mutant, they immediately or just instantly give the publishing the movie rights to Fox. So they are like strictly forbidden for making new mutants or new mutant characters.
Damn. That's crazy, dude. That's straight up
E-
political
e-
strategy.
Exactly, and if you know, they already killed the Wolverine, which is pretty much the most profitable, uh, the most popular and the most profitable mutant
Right.
on the Marvel universe. They killed him already. That was I don't think that was part of their PC push and make the new Wolverine X-23. I think they did it just to damage the brand even more. So yeah, like they've been like they
That's
have been like literal dicks, dude.
Well,
Dylan Dix.
I mean, it's I don't know, man. I mean, business is cutthroat. It's all about money. It's business. It's cutthroat. I mean, it's surprising, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of ingenious. It's smart, dude, in a way. You know what I'm saying? And plus, we're talking about, I mean, high execs, even from like Disney and stuff. So I
But I
don't know,
think,
man.
and the thing is, this also makes you puts into perspective the fact that movies most likely the Marvel Cinematic Universe is doing more money than the comics,
Yeah.
like way more money. The fact that
Oh yeah.
they are willing to sacrifice their one of their most profitable lines of comics is just nuts. Like the fact that they consider that um, is because they know like is the anything that they are not earning by selling comics, they're earning it by selling tickets on for movies. So
That's crazy. I mean, because movies it hits a wider audience, and that's why it makes so much money. But yeah, I mean,
exactly.
that's freaking crazy, man. At least, I mean, at least at least we're getting the movies. I read
Yeah.
the comics and the movies, so I mean, it's all good, man. It's all
Yeah.
entertainment. See what's up. It's all hobby.
Yeah.
But
And it's, and speaking of movies, Marvel movies.
what's up?
Uh, all right. So another funny story from from Marvel, from the Marvel Cinematic Universe's time. So there's this one girl. I don't even know what her name is. She's a girl from the Disney Channel. I think she was a Disney
Oh,
actress.
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah,
Zidana, something like that, right? I don't know what her name is.
yeah,
Girls.
yeah. She was cast. She was casted as a very important character
Mm-hmm.
on the new Spider-Man movie,
Mm-hmm.
with a lead role on the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And there was some leaks. There was some leaks over the week saying that she is gonna play Mary Jane.
But supposedly, Peter Parker had another love interest when he was younger, right?
Oh yeah,
Something.
it has many. He was a player, dude.
I'm talking about back in high school. Besides Gwen Stacy and besides Mary Jane, her name was I think her last name was like Gonzalez, something like that, right? Or some other character in there. But I mean, it could be Mary Jane. I'm not surprised because I mean, it's now it's whoever they're casting you. It could be any gender or any race. I mean, it could be Mary Jane. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because I mean, it's now like the norm.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
What I think about it, I think that whatever. To be honest,
Hmm.
the thing is, people or there's
A
been
lot
a
of
lot
people
of
do think,
debates
yeah,
because again we live on the on the days of everything needs to be politically correct and
yeah,
everything and everything
exactly.
is homophobic or xenophobic or Islamic or whatever. So people has been debating over the fact that the girl uh, is
A
not
redhead.
a white redhead girl. And even stupid arguments from both sides, stupid arguments from the people who are like, "Oh, this is the best thing ever," because we're taking white people's privilege, and also from the other side being like, "Oh, my comics and my canon, whatever." So people are just being stupid. That's all.
My
The thing
childhood.
is, yeah, the thing is, honestly, whatever. Like I saw pictures of the girl. She's actually cute. So
Yeah, she is, man. I mean,
it's not like whatever. Like if she plays a good role and the character is good, enticing, I
I think she's a good actress, actually. I've seen her in, I think in CoverGirl commercials or something like that. But I know she's on the Disney Channel. I saw, some of her things, not really, but I mean, let's see how that, pans out. I mean, I trust Marvel. I trust who they pick as their characters. They're doing a hell of a job right now. So, I mean, hell, go for it. Let's see. I mean, I do trust their judgment.
yeah. Now let's clarify. We're talking about Marvel movies, Marvel comics that are fucking evil.
Yeah, so that's another thing.
Yeah, so now like I'm honestly more concerned about the quality of the movie overall
Hmm.
and what story they're gonna talk about. But I mean the if they do and I saw like a couple videos of the guys interacting the kid who's playing Peter Parker and her
Right.
interacting and stuff and they seem to be like they seem to get along pretty fine. So
Yeah, I mean,
Eh,
as long as the cast gets along, I mean, you'll see that magic, when the movie happens. So I can't
Exactly.
wait to see it. Let's see what happens and see what's up.
The only thing is, yeah, people are being stupid. So please, people, don't be
Yeah,
stupid.
yeah.
Just be
So I mean,
nice.
that I wouldn't matter. I mean, just trust Marvel, trust what they do. They haven't let us down yet. So I mean, I'm cool with it.
Exactly.
Now,
Exactly.
besides, mhm.
No, I was gonna say that I don't even, I don't think it's gonna be. I mean, I don't think they're gonna mistreat Spider-Man. Spider-Man's their most precious IP. Like that's the only that I think Spider-Man will be the only property that Marvel would not cancel, even if they had like a direct feud and the CEOs Fox and Marvel go fisticuffs. They will never cancel Spider-Man. That's the most
Beloved.
beloved franchise. That's the poster boy of Marvel Comics. So
Exactly. So I mean, he's my
I
hero since I was a kid. So I mean, yeah, they're
exactly.
taking good care of it. So I'm not worried
Yeah,
about it.
I don't think they're gonna mess with him. They should do a Spider-Man movie though.
Yes,
That's
they
what they
should.
should do.
Spider-Man, even animated series. I don't care. They should do something. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah, she's pretty fun. She's pretty cool. At least it was cool when I used to read comics from Marvel.
And now, actually, let's talk a little bit about a game that just kind of that's coming out soon, but they have a beta for. It's
Oh yeah, that's
Titanfall.
right.
Titanfall 2. I can't believe we haven't talked about that yet. I mean,
Oh man,
I played that yesterday for a few hours. I played this morning, and the game is actually I like it. I like it a lot. And plus, we're talking about a beta, so it's not even done yet. Or actually, it's pre-beta, alpha beta, whatever they call it, man. I mean, it's
they are calling it a technical test, but it doesn't look alpha. It looks like a beta.
yeah, it looks like a beta. The game is awesome. I mean, oh man, it's like nonstop action. I love the Titans. I love beating robots to death, and it's cool, man. It's freaking cool. I got a few like video footage I should put up, but yeah, actually after this podcast I might get back on it. But it's good. It's good. I really like it. There's only two maps, right? Only two maps on it, from what I've seen.
Yes, only two maps. I'm actually, I was downloading it for Xbox, but I didn't. I mean, it's still on the queue, so
Uh-huh.
it's not installed yet. And and I was playing it on PS4, and it was the weirdest thing ever because I played it a lot on Xbox, and I'm
Right.
already used to that game being an Xbox game,
Yeah.
and it's weird. It's just weird playing it on PlayStation. It looks really cool and it plays really cool. It actually plays very similar. I didn't feel like I it does feel more fluid and stuff, but it doesn't. I didn't feel like I was playing a complete different game or nothing like that. Like
Good.
everything was just like riding a bike. Like
So they did like a good port then, right? I mean, I don't know why they shouldn't do a good port, but I just wonder how the PlayStation players who never had the chance to play it,
ah,
were playing. It's probably like a whole different ball game, right?
exactly. I
Yeah,
had some people doing some things that I was like, what? Like yeah,
yeah.
wait, what?
You get the hang of it though. It's cool. I mean, I joined the original Titanfall. I was late to the party because I got the Xbox probably when it came out a year
Hmm.
after or a year and a half after, and that's when I got into Titanfall. It wasn't. I
Actually,
mean, there wasn't
actually
that
we
many people playing.
actually we both coincidentally got the Xbox the same week, and it was about a week, exactly a year ago.
Yeah,
So.
exactly a year ago. Yeah, you're right because I saw the Facebook post. It's like this year this
Hmm.
happened, but yeah, I played it and I loved it, man. It was good. I really got the hang of it quick. We played a few rounds, remember?
Yeah. We played a few games, and it's fun. It's a really fun game.
It
Honestly, it's
is.
a really
It's
fun
fun.
game.
You won't be
So
disappointed. Download it free, so give it a
eh,
try. If you're a first-person Call of Duty, Battlefield, whatever player, I think you'll like it.
exactly. No, and Titanfall 2, it does actually, it does feel pretty cool.
And a campaign. They're gonna have a
Uh,
story campaign. I know people who who are hardcore first-person multiplayer, shooters. They don't do the campaigns. The campaigns are like, yeah, they just go straight to the multiplayer.
mhm,
But I mean, I am a campaign guy. I do like campaigns, and this one actually looks
mhm.
like it has a very cool story. So I mean, I'm really happy about that. And of course, the multiplayer.
Exactly. Me too. I'm actually I prefer a single player campaign because
Mm.
Multiplayer sometimes it stresses me out. But yeah, it's funny. Honestly feels funny playing it on PlayStation with a PlayStation controller because it's not like it doesn't feel like a different game. It feels exactly like
Yeah,
Titanfall, and just playing it with a different controller, like, oh, that's weird. And yeah, the people on PlayStation, they play it. Some people, you know that they know what they're doing.
yeah,
You know that some people they've been playing Titanfall on Xbox as well. But
uh-huh.
some other people that are completely lost. They use um, the anti Titan guns to kill
Oh, like
pilots,
the
and
rail gun. Yeah, I've seen that.
nobody goes for the objectives and stuff. I'm like, dude,
Yeah,
damn,
yeah. I
you
know they'll
guys.
get the hang of it though. I mean, they'll catch on quick like we did when we were green. So it's all
Hmm.
good. Cool, man.
But it's pretty fun. I wasn't actually I didn't have the game on my radar, but actually after playing the technical test, I'm more excited.
I already
I love
pre-ordered it when they first announced it, dude. I already pre-ordered it.
nice, nice.
I'm gonna get the
Xbox or
helmet.
PlayStation?
I'm gonna get the
Xbox or
helmet.
PlayStation?
Xbox.
Yeah, it's an
Yeah,
Xbox game, so
that's what
yeah.
it came out on. I'll get it. I mean, I'll probably double dip on that one, but I'll get the special edition on the Xbox, and I'll get the other one original for the PS4. So I guess I'll double dip on that one. Probably.
Nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna get it on Xbox. That's an Xbox game, so I'm just getting
Yeah.
it on Xbox.
Cool. All right, man. Well, I think we covered a lot right there. I think we're almost like our 1 hour and a half limit, so we're pretty good.
All
Cool,
right.
man. So, anything else? Any closing comments?
That's all I have. I don't have anything else. I think that we covered everything that we had prepared for today,
Exactly. So,
and a little bit more.
a little bit more. Yeah, we gave a little special treat there. So, I mean, if you stayed for us for this long, we really thank you. Like, subscribe, share, please. We could have more people. We could, have a little network of conversations. If you have any comments, questions, put them down below. And yeah, we do this we try to do this every Saturday. So, I mean, just hopefully you look forward to our podcast. So, once again, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and game on. And peace out.
Game on. Peace out, people.
All right. Bye.
Bye.